Shalom, Mishpaka. I am going to show you guys how to do a simple marinade for your lamb. So for those of you who know, I am celebrating the Pesach starting this month because what the scripture tells us is that that barley has to be in the state of Aviv in order for us to begin the new year. So when it says in the month of Aviv, it's not talking about a month. It's talking about the state of barley. So if you word it differently and you say, during the month that the barley is in the Aviv state, that shall be the new year for you. That should be the beginning of month for you. So that is what I'm doing. I seen the reports that came out. Some came out as early as February, but what we did not have is a consistency across the board. So because of that, I chose to wait. Now, if you already celebrated Pesach, you definitely have that right to do that. But as for me and my household, we are choosing to celebrate that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a simple marinade that's really easy that you can do for your lamb. So even if it's not the Pesach, you definitely can use this at another time. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So what you're going to need is you're going to need some olive oil. This is the olive oil that I choose to use. Once again, if you don't use this olive oil, then don't put it in your food. But what we're going to do is you're going to need a half a cup of olive oil. So I'm going to put a half a cup of olive oil. This is a really simple marinade. Doesn't take that long. And I'm going to marinate my lamb. And then tomorrow we're going to put it on the grill. So you're going to need a half a cup of olive oil, boom, in the thing. And I'm going to position it so that y'all can see what I'm doing a little bit. Let me move it. There you go. So y'all can see. So we got a half a cup of olive oil in there. So I did this last year for the Pesach, and when I tell you it was good, it was good. You know? Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Sometimes we have to, stand on our own and do what it is that we so choose to do, that we believe that the YAHUAH is leading us, because in the end, you can't stand in front of YAHUAH with me. I can't stand in front of YAHUAH with you. That's going to be something you're going to have to do by yourself. So you have to do what it is that the YAHUAH is giving you. If he is telling you something different, then go with that. Just know that you got to stand in front of him by yourself. Now, you're going to need a fourth a cup of fresh lemon juice. And my uncle squeezed this for me. So I'm going to use a fourth cup of lemon juice. Everything I do that we're going to do here today is all fresh. It's all fresh ingredients. So fourth cup of lemon juice. Put that in. Boom. Just like that. And I'm just going to put my stuff over here, because last time I showed y'all how to do that unleavened bread, I was kind of messing up. Then you're going to use, I used an entire garlic clove, the whole thing. So if you like garlic, use the whole thing. If you don't like garlic, don't put all the garlic in there. You know what I mean? It's like simple. People be like, well, how much? How much you like? So I like garlic. I'm putting the whole thing in there. Okay. You're going to use a bowl. I did my prep before we started this because I don't want to be all over the place. So just give that a little stir, just a little stir like that. And then you're going to use 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley. Now, I use the curly parsley. I believe Italian parsley is for like Italian dishes. It's the logic I come up with, so that's what I'm going with. So 2 tablespoons of parsley, fresh parsley, and I chop that all up. Stir that in there like that. Looking good already. Looking like a little chimichurri, something like that. Now, you're also going to use the zest of the lemon. So we've already zested that, and I'm going to just bloop, put that in there like that. And this time I'm doing it by my sink, y'all, so I can just put my stuff in the sink like that. Stir that up. Now, you're going to use oregano. Now, I have, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of oregano. Now, I have this Greek style oregano. It's really good. I bought it just for this, so I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons of that in here. 1 and 2. Of course, my teaspoons are like teaspoon, not like a teaspoon, they're like a teaspoon. You know what I mean? Like a full one. Stir it up. I always stir as I go. Just incorporate. Do that. See what it's looking like right now? Okay, good job, right? Okay, now we're gonna use some black pepper, and we're only gonna use a tablespoon of black pepper. So once again, my tablespoon, it has a big end and a small end, so that you can go in small or big, but it's the same size. So black pepper, put that in. I know it looks like a lot, but we got 2 racks of lamb over here. So this recipe that I'm doing right now is for two racks of lamb. Stir it up. Last time I did this, my head was cut off, so we're gonna see how it comes out. Okay, and then we're gonna use a tablespoon of salt. Now I have some coarse salt right here, so that's what I'm gonna use. If you want to use a different type of salt, then by all means, do you. Okay, I'll put that in there like that. You know, as I'm mixing this, I just want to tell you guys, you know, I see a lot of comments and things like that on videos or responses to videos or you know, the response to someone's to somebody else's comment or so forth. And I want to tell you this: where is the compassion that we are supposed to exhibit to one another? If I am your brother or your sister, why is there no compassion in this community? Sometimes we act like those that are not walking with YAHUAH, you know. And remember, before you type that, you know, that mean comment, you know, calling people out their name, idiots, silly, it just takes a little bit of common sense. You know, before you type those things and hit send, just know that YAHUAH sees that first, right? And so, are you exhibiting the fruits of the Ruach? Because those are not, I'm going to just be honest with you, those are not the fruits of the Ruach. The fruits of the Ruach are kindness, compassion, you know, long suffering. Those are the things that we are supposed to be exhibiting. So if the fruit that is inside of you and the fruit that comes out is hateful and mean spirited, then guess what? You're not rooted in YAHUAH, because what you are rooted in will eventually come out. You don't see an orange come from an apple tree. The roots of an apple tree produce apples. So if your roots are producing something other than the things of YAHUAH, you need to check your roots. You need to go back and do some self-evaluation and find out what it is that you're truly rooted in. Now, there we go. So I now have the mixture. And so what I'm going to do is, will you hand me that bag? I got my uncle helping me right here. So this is my bag. I'm going to pour it in here. I'm going to reserve just a little bit for afterwards, but I'm going to pour it in here. I'm going to keep about a fourth a cup or so out. That's what I'm going to do. Y'all hear my phone go off? Y'all, that's real life. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't got no production team behind me. It's real life. And I'm going to take the rest of it and I'm going to pour it in my bag, and then I'm going to put my lamb, in here. And I've already cleaned my lamb. I've already taken the fat off my lamb. I don't have to show you guys that. This is just about showing you the marinade. So I'm going to go ahead and pour it all in here like so. Let me move this to the side so y'all can see what I'm doing. Put this all in here like this. There we go. And you know, you guys, I would have did this live, but y'all know I be having problems with my thing, and then y'all be talking and I don't know what y'all be saying. So you do that, right? Okay, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab some paper towels. I'm just gonna do one piece of lamb. So, all right, so I got some paper towel right here, and I have my lamb mixture. I mean my marinade. And so what I'm gonna do is just take one lamb. I'm gonna dry it off. Make sure you dry it off. And then I'm just gonna put it in there. Now, I don't want nobody in my comments talking about why you didn't wear gloves. I didn't wear gloves because I'm eating it, right? This ain't no restaurant. This is Denise's kitchen, right? And I don't wear gloves in my kitchen. I mean, let's be realistic. Do you really wear gloves every time you get ready to cook? I don't. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to continue to put them in there. I'm going to let this marinate. And then tomorrow for the Pesach, when we get ready to do it on the grill, then I'll let you guys know how it came out. But anyway, I want you guys all to have a Baruch day, and I will see you all later. Bye.